Hey everybody, welcome to Washday Live, where we'll be covering hairstyles, topics, and concerns that sometimes we do and come up during wash day. Now, today we are going to be talking about reshaping and styling short natural hair. And that's right, I said short natural hair because I feel that sometimes we assume that once the hair is short and natural, that we have no more problems. It's more convenient, it's easier to do. And yes, that is true. You know, it is easier, it is more convenient, but sometimes people with short natural hair also have challenges, also have concerns. Some of the same concerns that people with long or medium length natural hair have, like not being able to choose the right products, not having the right style options, maybe experiencing dry or thinning hair. So the problems don't go away because you have short natural hair. Am I lying, Miss Nat?
No, not at all. Absolutely right.
So I know that last year you came to me and you were ready to just start the school year off on a good note. You wanted to look good. You wanted low maintenance. And I said, listen, you're no stranger to cutting your hair. You have an amazing face that can pull off any look, and you want it to be edgy. So I suggested, you know what? Let's do something edgy by just like cutting off the sides, having a more of a disconnected look. And this way, all you had to do was eliminate all of this attention that you were spending to the hair on the sides and just put all your effort every once a week or every 2 weeks to styling the hair on top. So whether that would be a wash and go, a twist out, a braid out, even protective styles, braids that can just go on the top of your head. So how did this new look work for you, and what challenges do you still face with shorter hair?
Well, the new look was wonderful. I was able to move quicker and it really freed me up a lot. I think though the challenge is that I didn't always know what to do with my hair. I got tired of the twist out, and then I got tired of the braids, and so I wanted to make it look nice, but I wanted to be a bit creative.
Yeah. And that is a challenge that a lot of people face. Now, let me just throw it out there for context that the average person is fine with a couple of styles, okay? The average person doesn't mind switching from a twist out to a wash and go, okay? Because let the people know you've done wash and goes, twist outs, ponytails, afros. So and cut the sides off. So that was, I mean, in my opinion, that was quite some variety, but you're still looking for more, right? For some more options.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you shared that with me. I think that hearing you say that this haircut made your life easier, and you were able to pull off different looks. You were still challenged with coming up with new looks because you need some new looks all the time.
Always.
But out of all the styles that I sent you a whole bunch of references. You didn't try the protective styles.
Not really. I just didn't. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Today we are going to be doing a reshape and style because your hair grew out of its original shape.
Yes.
But now that I know that you're still having challenges with variety, I think that we should have her come back and try something different, like a protective style, something different. What do you think about that?
I like that a lot.
All right, cool. All right, so let's jump right into it. Today, again, we're doing a reshape and style. The hair has grown out of its original shape. We did basically what you call an undercut, and where the sides are completely shaven down. This is a style that can be done. A hairstylist can do this. A barber can do it. You can do it yourself at home. If you have people that are handy with scissors or clippers, it's just an easy thing to do once you just can maneuver electric clippers, put the guard on, and it's so simple and easy to do. Now, you want to make sure that you section off the length of the hair. You don't want to go crazy, all right? But yeah, so being that it's an undercut, it's not meant to necessarily blend with the rest of the hair. And this is great for your clients or for yourself if you have extremely thick, dense hair, because it's almost like you don't even miss that hair on the side. So if you were to, let's just say, straighten it out, blow dry it, flat iron it, it would literally cover the sides, and it's so thick that you wouldn't even miss the hair. You know what I mean? That was a shaving off. So this style is just quick, it's easy, it's convenient, and we want to just get it back into its original shape and style. But I'm also very excited because we're going to try something new, and hopefully now that for the next school year, that'll be the options for you, right? To maybe do long hair, short hair, locks, wavy, curly, different things, you name it. Does that sound like a good variety?
That sounds wonderful.
Okay, so I'm going to start off now, like I said, by just sectioning off the short hair from the long hair. Now, this could easily be blended in for a more tapered look. You could just, that's something that we can cover in another video. How do you do more of a tapered, blended look? But right now, we're just going to freshen up what she already has. Now, this is more like a horseshoe shaped section. That was a bit of a tongue twister. And I am just going to go ahead and section it off. As you can see, there's quite a bit of length here already on the top, so it's easy for me to just kind of pin it away. Another thing I want to make sure is that the length of the hair really does stay out of the way. So I'm just going to put an extra clips along the side. I'm a bit old school. I was trained by some real masters in hair cutting. And there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can freehand it with a razor. You can do clippers. You can do scissor over comb. I am a little bit more of a traditional cutter, so I love doing scissor over comb. It gets the look. It's also very therapeutic for me. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into it. I'm using a carbon comb. It's got the wide teeth on one side and fine on the other. So if I needed to kind of maneuver through more dense hair, if I needed to pick up thicker chunks of hair, it makes it easier. But then again, if I need to do some refining, I can flip it over to the finer side of the comb. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead in now on the wider side. And it's almost like the comb is going to be a guard for me. And I'm going to just get as close as I can. Now, the clippers are definitely going to be way faster. If you're more comfortable doing it like that, that's something you can go right ahead. And obviously, I don't think you can do clipper over comb on yourself.
Tilt your chair so they can see the side. Come over here, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I bet this was so easy for you.
No.
I mean, not having to worry about this hair on the side, right?
I'm a woman of a certain age, so I get hot. So it made my life so easy.
Yeah, I'm glad that we did that. But the challenges, all of the challenges weren't completely solved, because now we have to work on the variety.
Yes.
You guys, one thing I did not ask you to do was share this live. If you or somebody you know is struggling with a short haircut or needs some short hair ideas, this is the perfect video for you. Also, if you have some questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. If you're catching this on the replay, #replay in the comments, so I know that you are rocking with me. And also, I can answer your questions there as well.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How long should you wait in between protective styles?
How long should you wait between protective styles? I am going to say that everyone is a little bit different because you're going to want to maneuver through your protective styles differently. So, for instance, someone with fine, soft hair is probably going to have to move through protective styles much quicker than somebody with thicker, coarser hair because it's not going to last as long, right? So, if we're talking about aesthetics, you're going to want to remove the protective style when it doesn't look good anymore. All right. The second part of it is the health of the hair, right? So I think that healthy hair starts with a healthy scalp. So while the protective style is in there, I'm not one that believes in, I know there are a lot of stylists out there that believe in shampooing the hair while it's in a protective style. I'm not a big proponent of that. So I would say 4 to 6 weeks max would be a good time to start thinking about removing the protective style and treating the hair in between to make sure that you're getting the most out of wearing your protective style. Because, you know, it's supposed to protect your hair, it's supposed to give you a break, it's supposed to help you to reach your healthy hair goals. You shouldn't be jacked up when you take the protective styles out. So that's a great question. I recommend 4 to 6 weeks. I know people that go opposite of that, maybe that go 8 to 12 weeks or longer. To me, that's crossing into a dangerous territory where you got to deal with traction and tension. The weight of those protective styles sometimes lead to, pulling out of your hairline or missing some spots. You end up dealing with dryness and breakage and things like that. So a safe range again, 4 to 6 weeks, you know. All right, so now I'm just moving right along here. It's a really easy, well, I can't say it's really easy because it does take a little bit of practice, this technique. But like I said, I could have easily just put on the #1 guard on your adjustable clipper and go right through it. That's something you could do yourself, have a stylist or a barber do it. I just like the process of the scissor over comb. So once this portion is cut down, I'm going to move right into styling. I wonder if we should make this a 2-part video. What do you think? Just go right to it?
Let's make it a 2-part.
All right, so what I'll do is I will reshape the top and then we'll probably come back for part 2. If you are just tuning in right now, we are doing a reshape and style of short natural hair. We're doing this because it has grown out of its original shape. We're going to talk about products, application, and things like that coming up. Any questions?
Do you recommend putting the protective styles back in after 1 week?
Oh, you mean taking a break or waiting a week before doing it, or what? What does that mean? Are you asking if you should wait a week before doing another protective style? Let me know. I think that if we're talking about taking a break, it's not always necessary, especially if you're doing low tension styles, or maybe you're going from relaxed to natural, so you want to just wear that until you're comfortable wearing your natural hair. I don't necessarily think you have to wait in between, but I'm not against taking a break between protective styles also.
1 week after taking it down. 1 week after taking it down.
Yeah, that's what I gave. I gave
Okay.
advice for both.
Okay.
Okay. So now that we've cut that down, I think I can go just a little bit lower right here. I'm going to go in with the electric clippers. And I'm just going to get a little close behind the ear, shape up the hair around the ear. Also, I'm cutting this on an angle. It kind of naturally just tapers down. This gets a little closer than the scissor.
Get in there.
Hmm?
I want to get in there a little bit.
Okay. I'll come on the other side. You know, this is really a sacred time for me. And I think one of the struggles when I am cutting hair, I'm so glad that I'm doing it live, is to get used to keeping the conversation going while I'm doing this, because traditionally or typically in the salon, I get very quiet when I'm cutting hair. I zone out. It's like very meditative for me. And I can feel myself slipping away. So I'm letting you into my sacred space. It's different when you're styling. For me, when I'm cutting, I'm just in a different zone. I think maybe I might stick to styling on these videos, Kiara.
Really? Oh, because
Because I really don't even feel like talking.
it's very satisfying
Yeah.
as a viewer.
Oh, so you don't need to hear me talk.
Yeah, no, it was very satisfying seeing you cut it.
And to just see that shape coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And here, when you go in and put that line in, and you'll watch the hair just kind of disappear right here. I love to watch these kind of videos. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Oh, yes.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Clean. So fresh and so clean, clean. I like to flip the outliners up in the back. I don't really like to see a hard line in the back so much on women.
Mm-hmm.
I like to kind of just fade it out so it's a little softer. And it grows in better too, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'll just go in on an angle here. Just kind of flip it through. Even the buzzing of the clippers, I'm just like going into a little trance. All right. Any questions?
Mm-mm. What? No, back to this guy. Mm-mm.
All right, I learned something new. Detail haircut videos, not for Instagram. Not for Instagram. It's my private time. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is start just do a light little shaping of the front, the top, I should say. Were you drifting away as well?
I was. It was truly therapeutic.
Yeah, it was.
The
It was good.
buzzing, just the whole experience. Was
Yeah,
like,
for me,
wow.
that's how it feels for me also.
Yeah, great feeling.
So the hair has already been pre-stretched. I didn't really get to share much about her natural texture. She's more of a 4B type 4 hair, which means it's tightly coiled, but it's more in that kind of uncategorized shape. So it's not really a curl, it's not really a wave. And on the curl type chart, this would be considered a 4B. And I'm very aware that there are more hair types that can fit on that hair chart, but just for reference, so we're kind of understanding what the starting point is. Tightly coiled, highly textured hair, more in a type 4, 4B category. Okay, so we stretched it out. I get asked a lot if I like to cut hair wet or dry. It's just literally a case-by-case scenario, but usually I like to ask if there's a possibility of the client wearing their hair straight, because the curly cuts are very organic, and you cut the hair in its curly state and where the hair naturally falls. And sometimes when you blow it out, it's very uneven because it looks uneven straight, but when it's curly, it just looks amazing and beautiful. So for that reason and that versatility, I like to stretch it out sometimes so I can really see the shape that I want to create. Like right now, I'm already starting to see what I want to clean up. It's not much to do, and I also like to keep the balance. So I'm probably going to just kind of comb it on this side, kind of freehand cut that shape, and then comb it over to the other side. So she'll be able to wear it on both sides symmetrically, right? All right, so I'm just gonna re-stretch it a little bit with the blow dryer. Thank you. Many hats back there, many hats. So I'm just using my Denman brush right now. It's a Denman brush by Varis. Just to smooth it out a little bit more, stretch it out. And also makes it more manageable for me to work with. I'm going to just flip it over to the other side. Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to switch tools. I'm moving from my clippers back to my scissors or my shears. And I am just going to freehand. I always say freehand, and then somehow the hair ends up between my fingers. So I'm going to start between my fingers, and I'm seeing that there's a little bit of hair that has outgrown the shape a little bit here. So I'm not going to take it section by section in terms of like making these horizontal panels. I'm just going to simply take these wide panels, bring all the hair together, and just clip off a little bit of the ends here. And then once that hair, once I'm done going all around the perimeter of that shape, that's when I'm gonna kind of freehand it once we see where it sits. Again, using the wide part of the comb so I can really get through the hair. Nothing much once you get around the face frame, around the front here. And I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm not gonna put too much layers around the face, okay? So now I'm gonna go ahead and comb it over to the other side. And do the same exact thing. Do you ever wear your hair on this side?
No, hardly ever.
Hardly ever. I don't think I'm gonna do this side. Sometimes you gotta ask questions. But it's good to know that if she were wearing it on both sides, that you'd wanna make it, look good on both sides, all right? So. Now I'm gonna go in and do a little bit of freehand cutting. Are you guys seeing this happen in real time? Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
The silhouette? Wow. Sometimes as an artist, you're just right in on it and you don't get to see it happening. Let me step away. You start to see it come together. You can see right here. I'm going to bring that right around. Wow. Oh, I had to step back and look at the camera myself. That looks stunning. Amen. Amen. I'm getting goosebumps.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Wow, this looks so good. I'm so talented.
Absolutely. We
Oh
love
my
it.
gosh. Here I go. I'm
We
starting.
love it.
I got a beautiful canvas
Aw, thank you.
met with the anointed hands.
Right now.
Hallelujah. Oh, this looks stunning. Oh my goodness. Look, can you see from here?
I can. That is stunning. I
Wow.
love it.
Look at that.
Wow.
Woo! You heard it here, folks. Wow.
Wow.
All right. So passing the blow dry, I'm just going to just dust off a little bit. So good. All right. So we're going to go right into. All right. Let me get you some agua. Thank you. Fiji, sponsor me. All right. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna just.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
You might be able to just leave it here if you want.
I'm good.
It's not showing, right? You want to leave it here? If you want, you can always grab it. You're good?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
All right. So this is the next step now. Just kind of re-wetting the hair. I am using my Stacy Cicerone Ultra Fine Mist water bottle that aerosolizes the water. So it comes out in a super fine mist. A trick that I like to do, especially on low porosity hair, is to just add warm water to the bottle. It just helps it to absorb faster and easier to the hair. Now, of course, we could easily just take her to the shampoo bowl and allow this process to be much quicker, but because we're on camera, I'm just going to go ahead and re-wet it with the Stacy Cicerone Ultrafine Mist water bottle. It's available in the shop. Click the link in my bio to head over to the shop to get you one. I take it everywhere, and I use it. I usually only put water in it, but you can put water mixed with leave-in conditioner, maybe a little oil, to do pre-poos, to re-moisturize your hair, to refresh your curls. Okay? All right. So now that the hair is re-wet, I'm going to go in with my leave-in conditioner. The leave-in conditioner is a great first step. It's going to help to hydrate the hair. It's going to help to detangle the hair. It's going to help to even out porosity. Okay, it also prepares the hair to layer on the stylers. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and work that through. And as I am working the hair through, see a little hair, I want to, that's just what I do. That's part of the artistry, is constantly perfecting your work. Are you one of those stylists that will follow your client out the door touching them up? That's me. I'm like, you have to run away from me. You have to run away from me. Okay. All right, so we are gonna just do a wash and go style. But with 4B hair or tightly coiled hair, it's important that you are doing this kind of shingling method for if you're looking for max definition. Again, definition is subjective. That's not necessarily the grand goal for everyone. It shouldn't be if it's not for you. But if your goal is max definition, I recommend that the hair is fully saturated. You work with small sections, and I like to use a firm hold gel or a styling foam to achieve this look. Okay, so I'm gonna go in now with a little gel. This with a finger comb. This is gonna look so good. I'm already so excited. Oh my gosh. Do you need me to turn them on? I wish we could play music on these lives, man. Instagram be trying to cut you off for everything.
We have to create our own music.
But you know, I know there's some websites with copyright free music. Maybe we can find some good stuff to play in the background. Because for this part, it's like the next phase where you want a little sound, you know, when you're building up on the look.
Hold that in your hair, yeah. Do that again. Hold it for 2 seconds. Hold the hair in your hands for 2 seconds.
I know what to do, girl. I'm a professional.
I needed you to pause. You didn't know I was taking a picture. That's why.
I didn't know. If you say I need a product shot, I know exactly what to do when you need a product shot. I pause like this, and then I give you all of the feels. Okay. So again, when I was saying that this 4B type hair, you see what I'm saying? It's not coils, it's not curls, it's, what is it? More like a wave, but it's okay. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
And we work with it and we enhance it. That's what we do. We enhance the natural curl pattern. Okay. So again, we're just moving. Yes. Why are you going to get me all excited like that? Why are you going to get me all excited like that?
Those are magic fingers.
She just turned the camera toward me. I mean, the monitor toward me. So now I can see. It's looking good.
We got somebody saying, I'm next.
Ooh, who said I'm next?
On YouTube.
I love it.
Who said that? I don't know who that is, but I'm always looking for hair models. So DM me, please, if you're serious.
I want to grow out my dark Caesar. I want to grow out my dark Caesar.
Yes. Okay.
Let's do it.
Hit me up if you're serious. I'm in New York.
I think it's DJs. I think that's how.
Huh?
DJs.
Okay. I don't know who
that is.
Okay.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think that's how you want us to say your name. But if not,
Tiara, not me.
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm in Uniondale. Okay.
All right.
Send a DM. Absolutely. Send a DM.
Send a DM to Kia.
That's good.
I need models for my wash days. Unless you guys want to see the same people all the time. I don't mind that
okay
either.
with that, right? I'm okay with that too.
She said, I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
We have to give you a protective style now.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Me too. What do you think it might? Oh, I gotta stop looking at stuff.
Mm.
I gotta start looking at stuff. I think we can. I definitely. I want to try the faux locks.
Oh,
I want to try the
that's
faux locks on there.
interesting. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, and maybe even a different color.
Ooh.
For the population that's always getting bored, give them some color.
Yeah.
So again, this is called a wash and go style, but as you can see, it is not a quick process. Okay, you definitely want to work it section by section. And you know what? You find a little rhythm with it and you end up going a little bit faster. Oh, and it can be messy. So make sure you have lots of towels. I'm actually thinking about developing a product that can't tell you what it is. That's proprietary information. But working on something that helps with this messy part. We can still look good while it's going through that process. So I'm just making sure that the hair is just equally saturated using my Stacy Ciceron Ultra Fine Mist water bottle.
Absolutely.
If you're not using it, what are you doing on wash day? Actually, really, actually.
I don't know. They like to make things hard on themselves.
Mhm.
I think once I get to the last two sections, what I'm going to do is get the dryer preheated. My favorite way to dry these wash and go styles is a hooded dryer. But if you don't have access to a hooded dryer, I recommend using a diffuser. I do not recommend air drying all the time unless you're, there are certain times where I would recommend air drying. But again, for like max definition, it's good to at least get it halfway dry underneath the dryer. Because what happens is if you don't dry it, it's going to start to swell and lose that shape. So if you want to just kind of lock in that definition, I suggest that you do the hooded dryer or diffuser, high heat, low fan.
But they can definitely get a portable one for like the hooded dryer.
Oh yeah, they have the hooded dryers. Yeah, the
Yeah.
hooded dryers. They have I just used one on a photo shoot the other day. They have tabletop ones.
Yeah.
You don't have to get the fancy one on a pedestal. You can get one for the table. And push come to shove, I have one that I walk with when I travel. It's just like an inflatable bonnet that you can just put over your head and you attach it to a hair dryer. And the hair dryer inflates it and it has little holes in it and the heat comes through there. It's not my favorite, but in emergency situations, it's what I use. All right, so we're winding down now. And what I'm going to do is just kind of step away because I want to see how it's coming along. How is the shape coming along? I think, yeah. As you can see how dense her hair is, it really is more beneficial for me to keep doing these thin panels. Any questions so far? Good. Just watching intently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Try not to say too much. All right. Just when you think it's the last panel, there's more here. More here. More here.
It's a great problem to have.
It's a great problem to have.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is the last panel, my dear. Oh, you know what I want to try? I just watched a video of a rake and shake. I want to try it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you rake it and then shake it. You can't really do that with highly textured hair. It doesn't wiggle. But I just said, let me try it. On looser curl patterns, I saw it. It was so cool. Rake and shake. Look it up.
Wow.
All right. Let me just see how it's shaping up in the back here. Now, what I'm gonna do is just put a little gel on the sides. You want to give the sides a little love too. Once it's dry, I can come in and do a little bit more refining. Let's see how that looks.
My daughter.
Can you pass me a towel? That's the one thing I forgot to grab up there.
Sure.
There's a comment there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so I mean, you know what? Just to, I might have to step back.
No, I'm gonna adjust.
Okay.
Don't worry.
So we're just kind of recapping what's going on here. We just did reshape and style. I suggest that you go back and check out the beginning, go rewatch the beginning of this video to see how we got back to this snazzy shape and style. Today was all about reshaping and styling short, natural hair that has grown out of its original shape. Listen, I hope that you found this video helpful, this tutorial very helpful today. But if you are still having some challenges with your hair or your healthy hair journey, I created an exclusive video called the 10 biggest mistakes that are keeping you from your healthy hair. You can find that link in my bio, or you can find the link in the description box if you are watching this on Facebook or YouTube. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching this on a replay, hashtag replay in the comments. I know that you're rocking along with me. And definitely take advantage of that free exclusive video that might be getting in your own way of having healthy hair, right? Find out the 10 biggest mistakes. And we go live every single Sunday, whether we are doing a wash day or we're talking about hair-related things. Make sure you tune in every Sunday at 3. Turn on your notifications, join the community, and thank you so much for rocking with us. We'll be back with the finished look, so you definitely want to stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Ciao.